There are expected to be protests in about 100 cities across the country tonight. New York City is preparing. They're expecting about 1,000 protesters. Mr. McBride, what are we going to see across the country tonight, given any kind of decision? Your thoughts?
Well, I believe that what you will see, what we all will see, is a continued commitment to justice, a continued commitment to calling for the end to the rogue police officers in our communities who continue to shoot and kill members of our communities who are unarmed. We're going to continue to see nonviolent and peaceful demonstrations, I believe, very similar to the over 100 days of nonviolent peaceful demonstrations that are calling for justice for Michael Brown and his family. We continue to stand with them and pray with them, but I believe you'll see that spirit all across the country, and we all should be so proud that young people and people in our communities are being so engaged around something so important at this moment in time.
Reverend McBride, if there is no indictment of the officer in question, Officer Wilson, if he walks, are we to believe that these protests are going to remain peaceful? And that's a question I think everybody is afraid of. That's a question that we really don't know what's going to happen, do we? Or are we confident as a nation that we'll be able to talk through this and protest through this?
So let's be clear. All we have to go off of is our history. Now, it is clear that in the first day or so, there were indeed some elements in the crowd who were engaging in certain acts of violence and destruction. But those very members were controlled by members in the crowd who were committed to nonviolence, peaceful protesting. And this continued line of questioning continues, I believe, to dehumanize this community and all of the young people who for over 100 days have been training, have been committing themselves to nonviolent protests and being met with militarized responses and force that we think is immoral, and it is an outrage. So I am confident that the young people that we've been meeting with and working with, the clergy leaders, folks, hundreds of people going through nonviolent training every day to be able to hold their emotions in the face of what we do not anticipate or can expect. None of us have a crystal ball, but we can go off of the history of 100 days. No fatalities. Less than, I think, $1 million worth of destruction compared to billions of dollars of destruction in other cases. This has been a largely nonviolent response, and I believe that will continue.